What's up, Megamaniacs? This is Mr. MegaManFan, and I thought before I go live with tonight's stream, I would break the seal on what I'll be playing, the Ultimate Mega Man X Collection. This is the PlayStation 4 version, as you can see, so let's go ahead and open it up and take a look at what's inside. Now, I know some of you were disappointed with the Nintendo Switch version of this because it only came with one chip and you had to download X5 through X8, so not exactly the ideal form of getting a physical copy of it because you're not really getting the whole thing as a physical copy. But with the PlayStation 4 version, I am happy to report that it is 100% complete. We have all 8 games on 2 physical discs, which is much improved over not getting the full thing. Also, we have a sweepstakes here. Enter to win a chance to meet the Mega Man developers. Blank on one side, writing on the other side. And the official release date for Mega Man 11, October 2nd, 2018. And also available now, the original Mega Man Legacy Collection. So, nice little bit of inserts there to go along with the actual game. And the next thing you will see is me streaming Mega Man 11, so stay tuned. This is Mr. MegaManFan. How are y'all doing tonight? I am going to be streaming some Mega Man X Legacy Collection right now on my PlayStation 4. And in a way, this is a bit of a celebration of being at almost 750 subscribers. Mega Man X, which is one of my favorite all-time games. Not just favorite Mega Man games, but favorite video games, period, in the entire history of gaming. That is how much I like the original Mega Man X. Calling it a favorite hardly even does justice. I was already a fan of the original NES series when I first played Mega Man X, and in the words of a long infamous ICP video that got remade into a Glade air freshener commercial, it blew my mother effing mind. I was just completely blown away by how good Mega Man X was. So, I think that's enough talking about it, right? Maybe I should actually get around to the playing, less of the talking, more of the doing. So once again, this is Mr. MegaManFan. If you're not tongue-tied like me right now, hello! And if you're watching in the chat room, feel free to leave a comment as I play the game. So, let's get this party started. Press any button to continue. It's creating a save file for me, that's always handy. Pop open a cold bev to go with this hot game. As you can see, this disc is X1 through X4. Take a quick look at the options here. We got language options. We got medals for apparently completing certain tasks. They're kind of like trophies, I suppose. Screen settings. What size, what type of screen. I'm not going to really be able to decide until I play for a little bit, so the manual is digital and credits. Now there's also a museum, but I won't even bother to go through that because we could just delve into that endlessly. You know, we got all this different stuff, including the Day of Sigma, which came with the Mega Man X for PlayStation Portable, or was it Powered Up? One of the two. I can't remember which, but the Day of Sigma was originally on one of the PSP games. Anyway, let's play some X. with one of my all-time favorite intros for any game ever. Because it looks like you're booting up a computer, but what you're really doing is booting up X. Wish I knew what that password was. I've always wondered. And now as he's booting up, we get to see the specs. Broad range eye camera, ultra sensitive voice recognition, voice operation system, X-Buster, energy amplifier, variable weapon system, and it's going too fast to read it all, but you can watch it or rewind the replay and see. And of course he has titanium X armor. X is the first of a new generation of robots which contain an innovative new feature, the ability to think, feel, and make their own decisions. However, this ability could be very dangerous. If X were to break the first rule of robotics, a robot must never harm a human being, the results would be disastrous, and I fear that no force on Earth could stop him. Approximately 30 years will be required before we can safely confirm his reliability. Unfortunately, I will not live to see that day, nor do I have anyone to carry on my work. Therefore, I have decided to seal him in this capsule, which will test his internal systems until his reliability has been confirmed. Please do not disturb the capsule until that time. X possesses great risks as well as great possibilities. I can only hope for the best. September 18, 20XX, Thomas Light. And now the adventure begins. Ba ba dun da da ba 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 da. And here we have the opening stage. As you see, I've got a regular shot and a charged shot. I don't have any boss weapons yet, so just have to make do with the basic buster. And I gotta remember this guy shoots stuff at me. Pick up energy capsules. These ones break through the ground, so it's best to knock them out of commission as fast as you can. That way they don't leave any traps for you to fall through. And yes, you can still get hit by their breakthrough blade, even if you've shot them on top, the blade still falls down. So you gotta not jump forward too fast. There we go. Moving right along here. Now we'll have a big helicopter that shoots missiles, and some walkers will come along behind it to try to ruin my day. Get ever closer with that machine gun, but down he goes. And this is where we discover that X has the ability to wall walk, because that's how he gets out of the pit. Nice handy little feature X has. Some more walkers. Now we get another helicopter. Second verse, same as the first. And down it goes. Coming up here, if you've never seen it before, we have a very historic encounter for the Mega Man series. A very important enemy. And my phone just went off for some reason. I don't think I said Siri. Yeah, and she doesn't understand. Well, of course she doesn't, because I was not actually talking to her. I was talking to those of you watching live or on the replay. As you can see, we got some breakaway floors here. keep you on your toes, literally. Alright, we are just about to the historic encounter here. Got a couple more of these bugaboos to deal with. No, that car is not the historic encounter I was referring to. Although it is fun to shoot the car and ride on it. Maybe I should show everybody that. Let me get another car here. Oh, that one's going the wrong way. Well, forget it. I don't think I'm gonna mess around with the car too much here. I just want to get on to our first ever meeting with somebody very important. Oh. Well, there. Now I'm riding a car, see? It can be done. There's actually a lot of things you can ride in this game. Time for that first ever meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce to you Vile. Don't worry, this is not a fight you're supposed to win. You worthless piece of scrap metal! Did you think you could defeat me? On guard, I'll let you try my Wu-Tang style. And an even more historic debut, Zero arrives. Our favorite ponytail sword-swinging Reploid. Hey Zero, what's up? I guess I'm not powerful enough to defeat him. X, you shouldn't expect to defeat him. He's designed to be a war machine. Or a war raider if you're in NXT. Remember, you have not reached full power yet. If you use all the abilities you were designed with, you should become stronger. You may even become as powerful as I am. Little egotistical there, Zero. I'll scout ahead and collect as much information on Sigma's fortress as I can. I'll meet up with you when you get there. See you later. X, I know you can do it. I like Zero encouraging us on. He's such a good bro. He's my Reploid bro. I've got a nice 8-bit pixel peg magnet of him on my fridge with his sword drawn and his ponytail flowing. It is so beautiful. I will have to take a picture of it and share it on Twitter sometime. You may or may not have seen it in one of my previous videos, but I just adore my BitPixel Zero. The people who spend the time making those things and then ironing them to get them to all fuse together, I admire and appreciate all their hard work. I've also got a Metroid and a Flashman and a Ness from Earthbound. And at a convention, I even picked up one that looked like an 8-bit version of Magneto, which I just thought was cool as hell.